Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of Ringo TV Reactions, Ringo TV Raw. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We have another awesome show for you today. We're going to be talking about a interesting video. YouTuber Bounty Tank is in the news. Famous bounty hunter Bounty Tank shot in Akron home from the hospital after 4 months. We got to talk about it. So shout out to everybody joining in on the show. I see Forever Studios in the building. What's going on? Yeah, it's an interesting video, right? So let's get right down to business, right? What we have here is a situation where a popular YouTuber, bondsman, he was out serving a warrant, right? And basically it went wrong. He ended up getting shot, nearly lost his life. And what I want to talk about is why it happened. That's what I want to talk about. Now, some of you are going to get upset with me. You know, it is what it is. Normally, people always get upset with me when I share my truth about the situation. But this is the game that he played. All right. And I don't feel not one bit of sorry for him. And I'm going to explain why. You could get mad. Just don't disrespect me in my comments, or I'm going to pack you up, get you up on out of here. Right? So now, commentary and criticism. We're going to be sharing a lot of information. We're going to look at some footage, break this thing down. And what we're going to learn is why this happened. Why this happened. The real reason why Bounty Tank was shot and nearly died. First thing first, we got to look at some news reports. So let's get into this thing and do what we got to do, right? So let's get into this. So at this point, this is normally something he always do on his platform, right? He always comes on and he want to tell you to become a member, because he wants to share this wonderful content. Now, before we get into the message here, I gotta make something clear, right? First thing first is this. Your 9-to-5 job is not a reality show. Your 9-to-5 is not a reality show. You understand? I don't give a fuck what risk they take. I don't care. That's their job. When I was on a 9-to-5, my job was dangerous. Every day I went to work, I could have died because it was a dangerous job. But guess what? I signed up. Just like a lot of you have jobs that are dangerous, you signed up. But here's the difference. When you go to your job, do you bring cameras with you and a camera crew and call it episodes? I want to know. If I'm a cop and my job is to protect and serve, and I'm outside doing my job and I got a camera crew with me, and we're talking about episode 1, episode 2, and I'm literally recording all of these people's lives, their private lives, and making it your entertainment. Is that ethical? Is that something that is that a good thing? Or is that putting me at risk? Because if I'm popular on social media for doing that type of BS, I gotta accept the consequences that come with it. So if I get shot, I gotta call it episode 24. The episode where the hunter becomes the hunted. Because remember, this is all for entertainment purposes, remember? Now, I see a lot of people, they're going to the brother's platform. They're saying, happy you're still here, speedy recovery. I don't got time for all of that sentimental stuff. Fuck all of that bullshit. That's a part of the job. Remember, he want you to become a member so you could get raw, uncut footage. Okay, so getting shot is a part of the show. Don't get mad with me. Because when it's time for him to take down the bad guys, you're cheering him on. Well, don't you think the bad guys may do something to him too? See, this is what happens when you play with entertainment. You think that you can do content in a dangerous profession and not expect no one to do no harm to you. And you know who is another one that do this type of BS? It's a YouTuber who, he's a repo man. Many of you probably seen him. It's entertaining. He goes around with the tow truck and he just takes people's cars and, you know, it's all fun and laughter for us. But let it be the wrong person who's on edge. They may end up hurting that brother. And guess what we're going to do? We're going to say, oh, I'm dag, man, that's messed up. What happened to you, bro? No, it's not messed up. That's a part of the job. When you make your profession entertainment. When you make your profession entertainment and now you are repoing people's cars for entertainment, laughter, when people literally can't afford to make these payments, you know, everybody's struggling. I mean, listen, anybody with a brand new car is making a payment. People don't get paid enough to just go into a store and say, let me get that car, cash. So a lot of people face these things. Just like repo, come get your car, evictions from a house. How many people you know were homeowners, got a house, couldn't meet the payments, they lost everything. I'm tired of people turning their 9-to-5 into a reality show. What happened to Bounty Tank was karma. You could get mad with me. Get mad. But you cannot deny the facts that I'm sharing. That man and his team would go out there in the mean streets with guns, bulletproof vests, and think this is a damn show. Not realizing that you can lose your life at any given minute. At any given minute, you can lose your life. How many of y'all seen that video with that police officer who he pulled over somebody? And again, shout out to law enforcement. But you got to be on edge every time you stop somebody. You got to watch your back at all times. It's a video that is out where you have this white officer. He pulled over a man. I think he's a highway trooper. I'm not sure. And he pulled over a guy. It's actually two videos. One with a black guy. He pulled over the black guy. Black guy comes to the side. Hey, can you help me out? I got a flat tire. Next minute, the black guy shot him. Bam. Kill him. Boom, boom. Take the police car and drive off. Then there's another situation where a white officer stopped a white man, pull up to the side, told him to step out the vehicle. The guy stepped out the vehicle with what appears to be an assault rifle and filled him up with holes and kill him and then shot him in the head, dead. Dangerous job, right? Now imagine doing that job and you got a camera crew with you. and it's entertainment, and you die on episode 50. That's the situation with this brother. Now, I watched a couple of his videos, but I got to keep it a buck. I got to keep it a buck in this episode because we're going to keep the show going. This is entertainment, right? This is entertainment. And I need for all you content creators that have 9-to-5 professions to stop turning your job into a YouTube so-called reality show. Stop that nonsense, bro. Because all you're doing is putting yourself in danger. So now, let's get into the tape. Let's do what we need to do. But we're going to do that right after these messages, guys. Let's go.
Yo, nigga, about that paper.
Ringo TV.
Yo, nigga, about that paper. Yo, nigga, about that paper. Yo, nigga, about that paper.
Ringo TV.
Yeah. True man, I'm free. I wake up a new episode. I pop out clean as can be up a level though. She talk to me like I'm not me. I get it though. Yeah. I'm so eclectic, on me to the credits. Pro talk down to me, they might have to send medical. I'm out the league, I'm OD, they pathetic though. Look how I move, I'm protected. Shawty so swoon in my presence. The world going through it outside, they unruly, but I keep it cool, they can't press me. I keep it pure with intention. They see what I'm on, ain't no vixen. I might like do it that top down. I keep it tuned with a high power. Put it on me, I'm blessed. Young nigga blessed. Big bag, manifest the sky, no stress. Keep no evil around me, can't ground me. I built it since when I had less. No hex on, God can't pause, nigga, look at how far we progress. Whatever we doing, we keeping it fluid, I don't see a threat. Nigga about that paper.
Ringo TV.
Yo, nigga about that paper. 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 Hop on that jet, had to switch to the coast. One of a kind, I've been playing that role. They pay me to play me, I needed it for. It's real if I said I meant what I spoke. I'm legend, it's written, I shake up the city. Spin block till I'm dizzy, won't ever go broke. I'm chose, I must like do it at top down. I keep in tune with a high power. Put it on me, I'm blessed. Young nigga blessed. Big bag, manifest the sky, no stress. Keep no evil around me, can't ground me. I built it since when I had less. No hex on, God can't pause, nigga, look at how far we progress. Whatever we doing, we keeping it fluid, I don't see a threat. Nigga about that paper.
Ringo TV.
Yo, nigga about that paper. Yo, nigga about that paper. Yo, nigga about that paper. Put it on me, I'm blessed. Big bag, but I fix the sky, no stress. Can't ground me, I know this since when I had less. Yeah, how far we progress. Fluid, I don't see a threat.
What's happening, YouTube? Guys, it is time to become a member. If you want extended footage, if you're tired of seeing 15 to 20 minutes, if you want an hour of footage, become a member. There is so much content that I have to cut out because of YouTube restrictions, okay? Members only, we're not doing none of that. You're getting the full experience. It is 100% raw and extended footage. Become a member. Also perks, 20% off merch. We do live hunts as well, and I also go live and talk personally with my members. I go live with members as well, man. So become a member. It's the only way to be. Don't shortchange yourself. Come get the raw, unedited content and fully extended versions of the episodes, guys. Hope to see you. Come join the Kickdoor University Squad, baby.
Kickdoor University Squad. That's what he called it. Right? Now, he just said if you want that raw, uncut footage, you got to become a member. That's what he said. So this is not just him doing a job. This is him turning a job into a reality show. But what happens when the hunter becomes the hunted? What happens when you become the hunted when you were a cocky dude, arrogant, disrespectful, putting other people's lives on blast, right? This is what you were doing. Now, I don't wish harm on anyone, but you had that coming, fam. I'm just keeping it a buck. I'm probably the only one that would tell you that straight, but you had that coming because you can't be out in these streets wearing bulletproof vests and not expect to get shot. I mean, wearing a vest mean you anticipate getting shot. So this is a part of the show. This is a part of the show. Getting shot is a part of the show. When the hunter becomes the hunted, starring Bounty Tank. Let's go.
Start this noon with a popular Akron bounty hunter who was shot while serving a warrant. Thank you for joining us. I'm Mike Holden. The shooting happened around 8:15 p.m. in the 1100 block of 7th Avenue, when bail bondsman Frank Frazier, known as Bounty Tank, and other bail bondsmen were attempting to serve a warrant there. Someone fired shots, hitting him. Police say Frazier was shot in the torso and was taken to the hospital in serious condition. According to police, a 16-year-old boy and an 18-year-old man were located at the house and were arrested on outstanding warrants. Anyone with any additional information is asked to contact police.
Bounty hunters, they have a dangerous job when they go after fugitives, and that proved to be true in Akron. As a warrant was being served, shots rang out. Our Harry Boomer is live now in Akron with the latest details on what happened. Harry.
Nikki, it is understandable to be confused when somebody shows up at your house in the middle of the night, unannounced, with guns drawn. Well, a surprise is what a bounty hunter does, and this time it sent one of them to the hospital, who's now fighting for his life.
I got an agent hit. He's been shot. Gunshot wound to the stomach. You ain't gonna die on my watch, bro. Where's the Don't panic. We don't want you bleeding more.
You're listening to the frantic calls for help. Several bounty hunters showed up at a home on 7th Avenue in Akron when suddenly shots were fired. One of them, a 37-year-old man, was hit.
1155 7th Avenue. Somebody shooting my house up for no reason. There's a shot flying through my house. In them right now. They're shooting right now. I'm just trying to stay hidden behind something. Okay.
A woman whispering in hopes of staying safe, calling from inside the house where the agents showed up.
Anyone in your home been hit at all?
Is anybody hit? Is anybody hit? Is anybody hit? Nobody's hit. Nobody's hit.
We understand that someone at the rear of the property fired multiple shots, and one of those shots hit the victim. He's still in the hospital. We're told in serious condition.
Captain Michael Miller of the Akron Police Department says at least 2 people were arrested.
There were at least 5 adults in the house at the time when the police arrived. They called those individuals out, and at least 2 subjects were detained, and a 16-year-old and an 18-year-old, and they both were sent to the respective facilities for unrelated warrants.
The nature of this incident leaves a lot of questions like, was this a stand your ground or castle law incident where people have the right to protect themselves from intruders, or was it a fugitive just trying to evade being captured? Captain Miller says there are lots of unanswered questions, and this investigation definitely is continuing. In Akron, I'm Harry Boomer, 19 News.
Now think about all the stuff you're hearing, ladies and gentlemen. We have a lot more. We have a lot more to see. We have a lot more to explore and break down and react to. Let's go.
Known Akron bounty hunter finally home from the hospital 4 months after he was shot on the job. 19 investigator Kelly Kennedy has been following the story from the beginning. She sat down with the bail bondsman for an interview that you'll see on just one station.
38-year-old Franklin Frazier has been a bail bondsman for the past 15 years. And he knows his job is dangerous.
It was dark outside, probably around 9 o'clock or so, and we were supposedly having to grab someone, a person that had a felony warrant, and he was on top on the porch, and he shot down and shot me in my chest. I remember just grabbing my chest, trying to keep pressure on it.
Do you remember what was going through your head in those moments when he started shooting?
I thought about a million things. I thought about my daughter. I thought about my life flashed in front of me.
You may know Frazier by his TV name, Bounty Tank. He has his own streaming TV show and a huge following.
2, 3.
And he's no rookie. He takes precautions. He was even wearing a bulletproof vest.
I was shot one time, just 2 centimeters from my heart. If he had been lower, it would have hit the vest, but the way he shot down, it was able to get into my, through the vest.
Now, some might consider that bad luck, but not Frazier.
It's a miracle. They didn't think I was gonna make it. Thank you, God, for giving me a second chance.
The Cleveland native has only been out of the hospital a week. He's already undergone 5 surgeries, with another one coming up this summer, where he'll have to have one of his kidneys removed.
And you're already walking. The doctors didn't even think you'd be walking yet, right?
Right, I'm walking right now. Hopefully next month I can jog.
Authorities say 18-year-old Amos Coleman is the person who shot Frazier. But in a stunning turn of events, prosecutors decided not to charge him for it.
What? Did y'all get that part? Prosecutors decided not to charge him for it. Are you peeping the game, ladies and gentlemen? Which means this was a case of stand your ground, self-defense. So what does that mean in the case of Bounty Tank? He was breaking the law. You know why? Because he was feeling himself. He was busy in his acting role, not understanding that he was violating someone's rights. And he got. See, just because he's doing his job doesn't make him exempt from the law. No. There are rules you got to follow. And what he was doing was going beyond his pay grade. You see? And see, what a lot of people are not peeping is that the young man who shot him was standing his ground. And he was not charged for shooting him. What he was charged for was a felony in regards to having a gun due to some other issues. But they did not charge him for shooting that dude. They did not. You know why? Because the bounty hunter was out of pocket. And that's what a lot of people are not peeping. Only Ringo TV is able to uncover that. That's right. Bounty hunter was wrong. You have to think about this. You at your house. You see somebody creeping from the side with a gun. Your life is in danger. You threaten, you fear for your life, you pull out your gun, shoot. It is what it is. Out here in North Carolina, come around somebody's house playing that nonsense. Come around somebody's property at night and you creeping around the house and we see you on the camera creeping with a gun. Oh, you going in a box. Yeah. You going in a box. And when the police come, they ain't gonna do nothing to me. Bye-bye. I'll make a video about it after I put you in a box. That's right. And that's exactly what happened to the bounty hunter. Even though he was wearing a bulletproof vest, that did not save him. And what I'm trying to show you is there's a time to be entertained and then there's a time to do your job. When you are doing a job of being a bounty hunter, ain't no damn time to be playing games with a reality show. It's one thing to have cameras on yourself for your own personal protection. But when you are airing this every day as a show, you are putting your life at risk because you're going to get caught up in the actor role, thinking this is fun and games, not realizing you can lose your life. And this is one of them situations of, fuck around and find out. One of them type of situations. He found out. And now that put him in a messed up situation. Because due to him getting shot, he lost a lot of weight, blood, had multiple operations, bodily functions. If I'm correct, I believe he had some damage to his, I'm not sure if it's large intestine, which means he's going to have to wear one of them, I'm not sure what it's called, colostophy, something, one of them bags that you use if you mess up your stomach. He's going to have to wear one of them. That's right. Was it worth it? Was it worth it? Because again, that's a part of the show. Since this is all entertainment, let's not cry. Let's not, Ringo, that's not right. No, don't tell me what's not right. This is a part of the show. The part of the show is getting raw, uncut images and footage and video. So become a member is what he said. So when it's time to bleed, that's a part of the show. You can't start crying and be like, well, that's not right and you should pray for the brother. I'm not praying for nobody. I'm not here to pray for this nonsense. If I'm a police officer, I'm not going to have a YouTube channel talking about, episode 1, episode 2, because I might die on one of them episodes. You understand? Many officers have lost their lives while their so-called dash cam caught their last moments. And it was sad and messed up the way some of these officers died. And they didn't die while being cocky. Some of these officers that died in the line of duty, they died while trying to be good, doing a good deed. But the perp killed them. So for him to be out here doing this kind of content, it come with a risk. My purpose is to bring awareness of that. Bring awareness to a situation that could turn bad. And to the brother that do repo, bro, you better watch yourself, man. You better watch yourself. Because taking people's cars, I understand they behind on their bills and they're due for repo, but at the end of the day, you might be recording your last episode. It might be that one dude that just don't want his car to go, and he might take you out. Always remember that. Let me rewind that back a little bit. Let's go.
Him for it, ruling the shooting was self-defense.
The shooting was self-defense. They said the shooting was self-defense. Now imagine how Bounty Man feel to know that they said the shooting was self-defense.
Walking yet, right?
Right, I'm walking right now. Hopefully next month I can jog.
Authorities say 18-year-old Amos Coleman is the person who shot Frazier. But in a stunning turn of events, prosecutors decided not to charge him for it, ruling the shooting was self-defense.
It was self-defense. When you think about it, think about the state you're living in. Think about the laws that govern. You pull up on a man's property, you setting yourself up. You setting yourself up. He got too into his character mode and forgot the assignment. Because the dude is a cocky dude. We're going to show you some of the episodes. We're going to show you how they move, and you're going to see. If this is a dangerous job, why are you acting like this is a movie? If that's the case, get out of this bounty stuff and focus on being an actor for real, and make movies. But when you're putting your life at risk every day and you filming it, nah, fam, I can't feel sorry for that, bro. And I don't feel sorry for the brother. You know what I mean? I don't. It is what it is. It's a part of the job. When you filming content and you're focusing on entertaining your audience and you get shot, you got to accept that. You got to hold the L and say, you know what? It's a part of the job. So don't get mad at me for speaking this truth, because you won't see me doing that buffoonery. It was bound to happen. Let's go.
I mean, the law is the law. I'm just thankful to be alive.
But the 18-year-old was charged with a felony for having a gun because he had previously been found guilty of felonious assault in juvenile court.
See? That is what the young man was charged for. He wasn't charged for shooting anybody. He was charged because he wasn't supposed to have the gun due to other issues that he had. They didn't charge him for shooting the dude. Nope. That was self-defense.
Think eventually you'll get back out there? Do you think you'll continue down this career path?
It's easy for me to say no now because in the state I am in, when I'm feeling great, and things might change. So I don't think I'll leave the business.
But at the end of the day, Frazier tells me he's grateful.
This situation just definitely bring me closer with my family, my mom, my daughter. So I thank God for that. Even though we had to go through this, it helped mend a lot of relationships.
So let me get this straight. So it took you to get shot to mend relationships with mom, family, with God. Isn't it amazing how you got to damn near die in order to get right? You ever notice that? Like with people, they got to damn near get shot, burned alive in order for them to get right with God. See, what this situation did, it humbled him. It humbled him, and it made him realize what's more important, being with your daughter, being with your family, and getting right with God. But now, he believed God gave him a second chance. No, God didn't give you a second chance, brother. God judged you so that you can live to see the error of your way. And not only you, but others can see the errors of their way in hopes that all of y'all would repent from this madness and stop turning your jobs into entertainment. Come on now. I'm just saying. Shout out to Ramona for the support. Appreciate you sponsoring the work. Somebody got to say it, man. Somebody got to speak this truth the way it needs to be said. He got judged by God. That was God's judgment because it humbled him. Again, if you watch his show, it's out of pocket. It's entertainment, but it's out of pocket because, again, when we look at it, we're looking at it from an entertainment standpoint. But he's the one taking the risk. It's entertainment to us, but he's taking the risk. But he don't realize that. We get to sit back and watch the show and laugh, giggle, and be entertained. He's the one taking bullets. That vest did not work because the bullet went around the vest. I always had problems with bulletproof vests. I think they need to be modified better because they're not a guarantee. You can still die. Let's go.
The prosecutor's office tells me if new evidence comes to light, the 18-year-old could still be charged in the shooting. He'll be back in court on the gun charge on February 26th.
If new evidence comes in, but there is no evidence that's coming in, he would have been charged already. That been rooted as self-defense.
Reporting in Akron, I'm Kelly Kennedy, 19 News.
Well, a famous bounty hunter is still in the hospital tonight, more than a month after he was shot trying to serve an arrest warrant in Akron. 19 investigator Kelly Kennedy has the police body cam video from that chaotic scene.
37-year-old Franklin Frazier, better known as Bounty Tank on his TV show, is still recovering in the hospital after he was shot twice in the chest. His manager tells me he's had several surgeries and now he's in rehab.
Shot twice in the chest. Do you really think he's going to come back? It's not going to be the same. Because what happens now is reality sets in. Because it's one thing to do the show, and it's entertaining. And it is entertaining. His show has an entertaining value. But at the same time, it's high-risk behavior. It's no different than when people go out doing pranks. You're going to get caught one day. Like, for example, there was this one guy, he was doing pranks, and he got shot while doing the prank. He was doing the prank, and he got shot while doing the prank. It got real. You know, this is serious business. But will he come back? I don't think so. Because it's not going to be the same, because he's going to always have that worry and fear that something may go wrong. He's not going to have that confidence the way he did before.
But he likely won't be home until at least May. This is the moment a bail bondsman was gunned down while trying to serve a warrant at a home on 7th Avenue in Akron on October 10th.
Let's start moving. There's 3 more people in the house. We got to get him moved. We cannot keep him here. Wait, one on each end. One on each end. 3, 2, 1. Come on.
That's them picking him up.
Chest wound, upper left.
Franklin Frazier is a well-known bounty hunter with his own TV show that airs on multiple streaming platforms. 19 News obtained this video from police that his team was shooting for an upcoming episode.
Okay, I'm around the...
You heard what she just said? Shooting for a certain episode. So you're serving warrants, but you're busy doing content. This is crazy work, fam. You listen, man, you can't mix the two. If this is a dangerous job, how you got a filming crew? What about their protection? Let's talk about it. What about your cameraman, dog? You putting your fucking cameraman at risk every time you do this job. That's right. So I don't want to hear nothing about, oh, you know, you got to feel sorry for I don't feel sorry for nobody, bro. Is the cameraman wearing a vest? Is the cameraman wearing a bulletproof vest? Because the cameraman be up in the houses when you go up in there to serve these warrants or to get these so-called fugitives or whatever the case is. What about the cameraman? What if the cameraman would have died? To the cameraman, in case you watching this live, that could have been you, dog. That could have been you. You think Tank worried about you? Nope. Because you're there just to film content. Let's go.
From his house. Now you said that he's about 5'10".
Frazier was in Akron to serve a domestic violence warrant to a 37-year-old man.
Be prepared for it if you got to sprint to the back.
Notice he's telling the dude with the camera, you got to be prepared to sprint to the back, X, Y, and Z. But the cameraman don't got no burner. And he most likely don't got on no damn vest. See, this is a show. If this is really about danger and, you know, this is a dangerous job, this is crazy, man.
If he take off, I'm going to run through the door. You sprint to the back. Just remember that.
And right after Frazier was hit, Akron police officers raced to the scene.
We got an armed defendant in there right now. Hey, let's get him cover. Get your gun out.
It got real.
Akron police, say when you make stuff no.
It got
Police
real.
arrested a 16-year-old and an 18-year-old found inside the home with outstanding warrants. Frazier's manager tells me both of the teens had guns on them when police found them inside.
Walk out with your hands up.
Akron police tell me the prosecutor is still reviewing the evidence, and no one's been charged for shooting Frazier yet. We'll keep you updated as this case progresses. I'm Kelly Kennedy, 19 News.
4 months after he was shot on the job, 19 investigator Kelly Kennedy has been following the story from the beginning. She sat down with the bail bondsman for an interview that you'll see on just one station.
38-year-old Franklin Frazier has been a bail bondsman for the past 15 years, and he knows his job is dangerous.
It was dark outside, probably around 9 o'clock or so, and we were supposedly having to grab someone, a person that had a felony warrant, and he was on top on the porch, and he shot down and shot me in my chest. I remember just grabbing my chest, trying to keep pressure on it.
Do you remember what was going through your head in those moments when he started shooting?
I thought about a million things. I thought about my daughter. I thought about my life flashed in front of me.
You may know Frazier by his TV name, Bounty Tank. He has his own streaming TV show and a huge following.
Think about that. Think about what's going on here, guys, because I don't think a lot of people understand this, especially for the people that love to judge me. If you're a bail bondsman or whatever the case is, and that's your job, why do you have a camera crew following you around, going inside people's houses? You know, people like to live private lives. You know what I mean? I can understand you have a personal body cam on for your own personal protection, but when you're airing out other people's lives, other people's downfalls, other people being served warrants and all this other stuff, and you're doing it as a show, right? It becomes high risk behavior. You know? That's what happens. It becomes high risk. Because now you're putting yourself and the people in the house, you're exposing their life. It's all over YouTube. People laughing about it. Those people didn't ask to be on TV. You know, what contract did you make with all these people? That you could just walk into their house and just do whatever you want? Like, it doesn't make any sense. So there's a price to pay.
And he's no rookie. He takes precautions. He was even wearing a bulletproof vest.
I was shot one time, just 2 centimeters from my heart. If he had been lower, it would have hit the vest, but the way he shot down.
Notice he said he was shot one time. The news media said he was shot 2 times. His partner said he was shot in his stomach. Like, I don't know what's going on here. He got shot twice.
It was able to get into my, through the vest.
Now, some might consider that bad luck, but not Frazier.
It's a miracle. They didn't think I was going to make it.
No, it's not a miracle. We have to stop calling things a miracle. Listen, just because you're alive doesn't make it a miracle. A miracle is you walking away without getting shot. That's the miracle. Yeah. A miracle is the gunman shot at you 20 times and you didn't get shot. That's a miracle. Close range? No entry wound? Yeah, that's a miracle. But if you get shot and you're losing bodily functions, large intestine, colon, this, that, kidney, and you're losing all these different things and you're out from work, that's not a miracle, fam.
Thank you, God, for giving me a second chance.
The Cleveland native has only been out of the hospital a week. He's already undergone 5 surgeries, with another one coming up this summer, where he'll have to have one of his kidneys removed.
And you're already walking. The doctors didn't even think you'd be walking yet, right?
Right, I'm walking right now. And hopefully next month I can jog.
Authorities say 18-year-old Amos Coleman is the person who shot Frazier. But in a stunning turn of events, prosecutors decided not to charge him for it, ruling the shooting was self-defense.
I mean, the law is the law. I'm just thankful to be alive.
But the 18-year-old was charged with a felony for having a gun because he had previously been found guilty of felonious assault in juvenile court.
Do you think eventually you'll get back out there? Do you think you'll continue down this career path?
It's easy for me to say no now because in the state I am in, but when I'm feeling great, and things might change. So I don't think I'll leave the business.
But at the end of the day, Frazier tells me he's grateful.
This situation has definitely bring me closer with my family, my mom, my daughter. So I thank God for that. Even though we had to go through this, it helped mend a lot of relationships.
The prosecutor's office tells me if new evidence comes to light, the 18-year-old could still be charged in the shooting. He'll be back in court on the gun charge on February 26th. Reporting in Akron, I'm Kelly Kennedy, 19 News.
What's happening to YouTube? Guys, it is time to become a member. If you want extended footage, if you're tired of seeing 15 to 20 minutes, if you want an hour of footage, become a member. There is so much content that I have to cut out because of YouTube restrictions, okay? Members only, we're not doing none of that. You're getting the full experience. It is 100%.
The full experience. Remember, what did he just say? Members get the full experience. So him getting shot, that's a part of the experience. Right? Him getting shot is a part of the experience. There's no way around it. So I don't want to hear nothing about, oh, you know, no. Getting shot is a part of the experience.
Raw and extended footage. Become a member.
Right.
Also perks, 20% off merch. We do live hunts as well. And all.
Right. He's making money off people's situation. That's what I'm saying, dog. That's what I'm saying. But people will get mad at me because of my reaction to the situation. They think I'm supposed to be a little more sentimental and sad and, you know, hope you get well. I'm not with none of that stuff. I don't feel sorry for the dude, fam. I'm sorry. I just can't. I cannot feel sorry for someone that purposely exploits the lives of other people that are in bad situations. Even if they owe money or whatever the situation is, that's their personal business between you and them. Keep it business. Keep it business. Once you start airing it on social media as content, you know, it crosses that line. You know what I mean? That's like you're at your house, you're being evicted, right? Anybody that face an eviction know that is that's the worst of the worst. They coming in, they kicking you out, and imagine somebody with a camera filming. Matter of fact, camera, right? Check this out. Let me show y'all the camera rig, fam, since we're talking about camera. You see this? This is a cinema rig, right? You see this? Imagine somebody with this cinema rig filming your life. And they in the house like this, filming you. They filming everything that's going on with you. And you're being evicted out of your house. And they busy filming the whole thing like this. Laughing. How you gonna feel about that? How you gonna feel about that? Your family being evicted from the house and they filming you getting evicted. Then they put it on social media. And everybody's like, look at their house. Their house is dirty. Oh, they can't pay their rent. Oh, they can't pay their bills. You're going to be pissed. You're going to be pissed off, bro. So now imagine what he's been doing. Imagine how many lives been exploited for personal gain. Imagine that. Think about that. It's a bad comparison because you're not smart and intelligent. You understand? It's because you're not intelligent. So let me slow it down for you just in case you're slow. Right? If you have a rental property and you're unable to pay the rent and you've been there for 2 years and you have kids and you are being put out and the people come to evict you and they have cameras and then they record you being kicked out. You're homeless. Then they post it on social media to earn a profit off of your misery. Is that a good thing? I mean, all they had to do is just serve you the eviction notice. They didn't have to air you out. Do you understand? Or you're too slow to figure that one out. So what Bounty Tank has been doing over the years is airing people out. And when he do this, what happens is it's putting other people's business on Front Street, embarrassing people publicly. You understand? Embarrassing people. And he do it for the entertainment of the public. Do you understand? And that is the results of what happened. So him getting shot doesn't fool me. It doesn't surprise me. Because why? That's the world he lives in. He had no business doing all of that. Because here's the thing. He's too busy telling the cameraman, when I run, you run this way. We don't supposed to be talking about cameramen. We're supposed to be serving a warrant. You understand? You're supposed to be focused on your job, not the content. But he was doing two at the same time, trying to focus on content creation and serving a warrant because he believed that he was invincible. He believed he was untouchable, but he got touched. He got touched, all right.
Also go live and talk personally with my members. I go live with members as well, man. So become a member. It's the only way to be. Don't shortchange yourself.
Don't shortchange yourself. That's what he's telling you. He's telling you become a member so you can see the content. But people get mad at me because I'm sharing the truth. See, they don't want to hear that. They want me to be like everybody else. Yo, man, glad to have you back, bro. Hey, yo, bro, man, speedy recovery. Ain't gonna be no recovery, dog. You ain't the same no more. No more. Time is up. Got to switch it up now. Why? Because you've been poking at the bear and finally you got dealt with. And I know it's rough, but that's a part of life. That's the price you pay for engaging in dangerous activity. If you drag race, there's a possibility you can lose your life. Right? If you want to drag race with these high performance cars and you die, you cannot say, I don't know what happened. Oh, my loved one died. They crashed up in the car and burned alive. No, that's what they signed up for. They know the risk. I do not feel sorry for people that engage in activity for entertainment while it being their job and it's dangerous, but they do it for entertainment purposes. That's crazy.
Come get the raw, unedited content and fully extended versions of the episodes, guys.
Of the episodes. So people's lives of being served warrants has become episodes now. People having warrants out, it's now episodes.
I hope to see you. Come join the Kickdoor University squad, baby.
Now check this out. He's in somebody's house now.
He talking about Jamal told him I've been lying about the whole situation. I let him read my...
Because we having a conversation with her. We sitting there talking. She just called you. I don't have to leave.
I don't have to leave, he said. I don't have to leave. Now he's in somebody's house. I don't have to leave, right? The cameraman is filming, right? You got this woman, her nipples is all out, her belly is all showing, right? You're up in their house, right? And it become an episode for our entertainment. Think about that now.
No, I don't. You signed this bond. I don't have to leave. Now y'all being disrespectful.
I'm telling you, y'all.
He is. I'm being cool.
This my uncle. My father ain't living no more. So this is my father figure.
I got
right.
you. Did I disrespect you?
Okay.
But what I'm saying is, I came in here and I talked to you respectful. I didn't yell at you. I didn't say anything.
Okay.
So for him to talk like that,
but you got disrespectful because you keep saying that I lied.
I didn't say you lied. I said they're saying you're lying.
Oh, okay.
I never said you lied.
Now you get disrespectful, so we can go now. We know you're raising your voice in my home. Come on.
But we don't have to leave. That's the thing.
You don't?
No, you call the cops.
Notice, we don't have to leave. Think about what's going on here, fam. Again, if you're there to serve a warrant, if you're there to do a job, do the job and stop trying to show out for the camera. Remember, your cameraman was in that kitchen. What if something would have popped off in that house and he gets shot and he dead? Who gonna go to his family and tell them? Again, it's all entertainment till somebody gets shot. That's when all of a sudden everybody want to have condolence parties and send their flowers. You're inside of somebody's place of residence Have some damn respect for their privacy. You know? Let's go.
Can you come? He said he ain't gotta leave.
You don't have to leave.
He said he ain't gotta go.
Yeah, we don't have to go.
And he said, we don't gotta go. Imagine some ninjas in your house. We don't gotta go. And it's being recorded all over the internet for everybody to laugh at.
You ain't been here, bro. I got you. All I did was come and have a conversation. You know
They
what
go
I
to
mean?
the door.
Yeah, but I don't have to go. You can call the cops. We don't have to leave.
I ain't about to call no cops. I'm just asking you to leave my house since you're so respectful.
Yeah, I was. But then you called him, and then he started telling me.
That's
what
my
to do.
support.
That's fine, but
That's my, just like anything would happen to you,
you
will call
didn't
your
need no
support.
support. Which is
Wow, what she said there was prophetic. You ain't hear what she said? Listen to what she said, guys. Listen to that.
But then you called him, and then he started telling me.
That's
what
my
to do.
support.
That's fine, but
That's my, just like anything would happen to you,
you
will call
didn't
your
need no
support.
support.
If anything would happen to you, you would call your support. Did you peep that? You got shot. And as soon as you got shot, you had to call your support. Ain't that interesting? That's crazy.
We're just having a conversation with you. That's it. So
I'm
now
going to call his father since you said
making.
Jamal told you something. I'm calling his father.
I don't care
Oh,
who
let
you
me call
call.
Jamal.
Now you're making me suspicious.
Look at the cameraman. Look at the cameraman. Look at the cameraman. Look like he got on a vest too.
I ain't lying.
Only people that act like this is lying.
Okay, well, go ahead,
so I got
baby.
you. We're gonna come back and
lying.
kick your door in.
Okay, babe.
We're going to come back and kick your door in, he said. Imagine you in my house saying we're going to come back and kick your door in. And you doing this for social media now. You got this woman's whole house on the internet. Think about that now. Y'all, listen, you folks have to really think and use your brain. Somebody's in your house with a bunch of damn cameras, and you just sitting there like, oh yeah, y'all can have a fun time just being up in my crib and airing me out. No.
Because I ain't lying. Eric ain't been here.
Look at him, just helping himself.
I'm just pissed off because I just told you he not been here. And if you wanted to come, and if you thought I was suspicious and wanted to come back, that's what you should have done. If you think I'm suspicious, come back.
Think about all these people's privacy. Come on now. You got people looking at people's houses, their sneaker room, closet, whatever. Come on, man. And this is for entertainment. Those on the Ringo TV Raw channel, all the footage is being seen on the Ringo TV Reactions channel. We're streaming on 2 channels at the same time. Let's go.
Jamal over here every weekend. I don't get it, but it's okay.
Who is Jamal to y'all? I don't even know the background with that.
He the person that he our bondsman. He the person who contacted me, let me know Eric was locked up. I didn't even know Eric was locked up.
So y'all all family.
We all family.
Okay.
And that was his father that was on the phone.
That's Jamal's father?
That's Jamal's actual father.
Now think about this, fam. You got some woman back there in the house. This guy's walking around with an assault rifle. I mean, come on, man. And this is all for the camera, for the clout. Now think about how dark it is outside and you pulling up around by people's property. You cannot just be doing that, playing these little games. I'm telling you. You can't do that. It's dark and you pulling up around people's house. You bugging. If I'm in my house and I see you by the side of my window, fam, you in trouble. You in trouble. You have no business there. It's one thing if you in the street walking by, riding a bicycle by, that's all cool and dandy. But if you on the property, nah.
This is 4046.
Now think about this, guys. You're in your house. You're in your upstairs window and you see 2 dark shadows holding guns. What's the first thought that's going in your mind if you in a Second Amendment state? You're going to be locked and loaded, ready to go. And notice, they put the dramatic music in. They did all of that. I added some of my own music in too, because pretty much the same theme music they use, I got a subscription to the same company to use the same music. So they added that music in there, guys. While they're doing their job for these episodes, they put the dramatic music. They do all of that stuff because they turned it into a movie. So now, and here's another thing. The house they're at, the person they're looking for, don't even live there. You cannot be by nobody's house creeping like this, dog. I'm sorry. You're going to get shot. Look how they looking in people's houses, y'all. How you gonna open this person's door? How you gonna open their door, bro? Fam, how you gonna open somebody's door while they in their crib and you just opening their door? What are you doing? And y'all wondering why dude gets shot? Bro, if my daughters are sitting there in their underwear and you come by the door and you open my fucking door, you getting shot, bro. Straight. Straight like that, bro. You wildin'. You wildin', bro. And he got a gun in his hand, dog. Is he bugging out? Now, the young brother, he probably nervous and scared, like, oh, man, like, what's going on? Did he even identify himself? Did he even say, hey, so-and-so? Like, why would you do that?
Yeah, where's Eric at? Eric? Who is Eric? Eric Warren. Oh, hold on, let me go get my stepdad. Yeah.
Why he looking in these people's houses, y'all? Y'all don't see the disrespect, man? Am I the only one that's seeing this? Or are y'all not seeing this, man? Are y'all not seeing this in real time? Picture you a homeowner, a ninja is by your door. Like this, peeping in your house while your kids are walking down. They're nervous and scared, and he out there with big guns. And you the man of the house, and you see this. Come on, man. Where that damn sound effect I got to get with Boosie, man? I didn't even put it on the damn board yet, man.
What's going on, man? I'm looking for Eric.
Eric?
Yeah.
No, we live here.
How long y'all been living here?
Like 5 months.
Oh, y'all just moved in here?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Do y'all get any mail for anybody?
Buckeye?
You said through Buckeye?
Yeah.
Okay.
First of all, we ain't even having a conversation by the door. And this is the thing about a lot of black folk. They just open their door and start talking. This is where things can go left. And again, the person they're looking for don't even live there. They don't even live there. Check it out.
Oh, so you don't know who Eric Williams is? Y'all just moved in?
Yeah, we've been here almost
Eric
5 or
Willis.
6 months.
I'm sorry, Willis. Okay, so y'all fresh in here.
Yeah.
All
The
right.
nigga from YouTube, I seen on YouTube or some shit.
Yeah, so the
Yeah,
person.
hell no, it's D-R-E-L. My kids, ain't no nigga named Eric here. This used to be like a boarding house or.
Gotcha.
It used to be a boarding house. Bruh man recognized him from YouTube. Now think about that. You're looking for somebody, and yet this person is not the person you're looking for, but they recognize you from YouTube. You don't think your life is at risk? He recognized them from YouTube. Why? Because bruh man is popular, and he is popular. You know what I'm saying? Bounty Tank is popular. He got almost damn near almost 1 million subs. you know, and this is what they've been doing. But when people can recognize you, it becomes dangerous. It becomes dangerous, man. That's how you know it's no longer a serious thing. It's now a reality show. They see you as entertainment.
Okay, yeah, one of the dudes is on the run. Was seen here, and he used his address on the docket. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's some bullshit. I'm Quentin.
Y'all might need to go change your address. You see that?
Oh, that's some bullshit.
Yeah. So he using his address. So.
Yeah. So what we gotta go to the post office or something?
Yeah. If you get mail here from him, you need to put it back up here.
Listen, y'all gotta stop opening your door and having people all up in your house. Like seriously. You know what I mean? You gotta stop doing that, fam. Get a damn Ring camera, talk through the intercom, like, you know, and if you were having a simple conversation or whatever the case is, come outside the house and close in your door. But don't have your door open and people looking inside and all that other stuff. Don't do all of that stuff. Don't even open the damn door, to be honest with you. Don't even open the door. They don't got no business there. It is what it is, because he break down your damn door and they got the wrong house, now you can sue. You know what I mean? Not only sue, if you don't know who that is and you feel your life is in danger, you could put that person in a box. Why? Because his approach was all wrong from the beginning. That's why the other young man wasn't charged. That's why.
In the mailbox and always returning.
Okay, cool. Then y'all doing the right thing then. I will go to the post office though. All right. Sorry to bother y'all, man.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
He knew who the fuck I was, you know why. Okay. We're gonna come back, we're gonna sledgehammer this fucking door in every time. You're gonna need to get a fucking Home Depot goddamn credit card. And they gonna put your ass out. I'm glad you think it's funny. You think this shit funny too?
Look how he talking to the man in the wheelchair. Look how he talking to that woman about we gonna sledgehammer your door. You're gonna need to do this, you're gonna need to do that. You see what's going on here?
He doesn't talk.
He don't talk.
No.
I heard a fucking dude talking when I pulled up. So unless I'm fucking crazy, is it clear? Clear. Unless I'm fucking crazy, I'm pretty sure this motherfucker talk. Where is he at?
Think about how he's talking to the not homeless guy, but the guy in the wheelchair. Now check it out.
Hospital after 4 months. So that's a good thing. Right now I'm just in the state of rehabbing and getting my strength back.
Think about how you were speaking to that man in the wheelchair. Then you end up in a wheelchair. Think about that. Think about how you were talking down on that man while in a wheelchair, bullying him, basically. Being cocky, having a damn nasty ass attitude in their house now, in their apartment, whatever the case is. I understand, you know, you probably frustrated, but there's a certain level of professionalism you got to have, man. The way you conducting yourself talking, fam, you shouldn't even be alive. I'm just being honest with you, fam. For real, for real.
Thank God I'm still here. The bullet was a centimeter away from my heart.
A centimeter away from your heart.
Who is this?
It's my boyfriend.
This is your boyfriend?
Yeah.
And he's a mute?
Yeah.
But you're kicking it with Josh?
Mm-hmm.
This is the route we're gonna do. This is really what you want to do. You're gonna risk getting put out. And he gonna whoop your ass. He gonna whoop your ass when we leave.
He can't walk. What's he gonna do?
I'm gonna just call the fucking cops.
Call him.
And this is how they are when they go into people's houses, fam. This is how they move. So at this moment, and this is his last video before getting shot. You understand? In this moment, he thought, hey, I'm untouchable. Think about this. I'm untouchable. Nothing can happen to me. I'm perfectly fine. Nobody can mess with me. No, you can't be like that in people's houses, man. You got to have respect. You got to have respect when you're around other people, man. Shout out to Rollo for the support. Said he wanted some attention, some serious attention, and got pay by exploiting people. It wasn't about him working. He wants to be in Satan industry badly. They sold. Speaking of Satan's industry, let me see if I can pull this up. Let's see if I can get this on the screen. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Let me see. I don't think I got it. Where the heck it go? I know I had got it. Oh, I didn't get it? That's crazy. Wait a minute. Hold on. I probably didn't get it. Because if you go watch the actual video, I'm surprised. Oh, I know where it is. Let me check the hard drive. Real quick. Where is it? Okay. So you got this. Is this it? No. How about this? Yeah. Okay, check this out, right? Check this out. Let me put this on the screen. Since Rollo said Satan's system, right? Do you see that? Do anybody see that? Do anybody see that? I'm telling you guys, man, like, y'all gotta peep between the lines, man. Y'all gotta read between the lines on what's going on here, fam. Like, it's in plain sight. These things be. And I be trying to tell people, man, check it out. Alpha Elite. You got the Mason signs. Like, man, I tell you, man, it's all there. All you gotta do is just put it together and you'll see what's going on, man. Let's get back to the content.
You don't give a fuck. Come on, just tell me. Thank you. It's a fucking miracle. Thank you. Bro, look, I'll put some money in your pocket, man. He going to jail.
Now you're trying to bribe him. I'll put some money in your pocket if you can help me out. Now you're trying to bribe him now.
Regardless, he got kidnapping, fucking aggravated burglary. Like, this shit is fucking for real. The marshals are gonna come because they're looking for him also.
Now remember, their channel have almost 1 million subs. We know they're down with Freemasonry, right? We know he got shot. So when you put all of this together, it could have been an attempted blood sacrifice. There's a lot of situations that's going on here, fam. You know what I'm saying? His own partner could have attempted to blood sacrifice him. There's a lot at play because based on the information that's coming in, he believed he was set up. He believed somebody tried to set him up. If that happened, it happened from the inside.
And they gonna lock y'all ass up. I'm telling you right now. You gonna have to get your ass up and start running at that point. Just tell me where he's at. Peace. Y'all think we fucking playing. Let me see your phone, bro. I'm gonna put my number in your phone because I know you want to do the fucking right thing. Here, open it up. Don't.
Am I gonna take him with you when you leave?
It's interesting how a small bullet can change a man's life. Like when you look at how he moving here, he's bullying the guy in the wheelchair, talking down to everybody in the house, but he got humbled by them 2 bullets.
Put him on your payroll.
Hey, shut the fuck up.
Look how he's talking to the woman now. Imagine that's your woman, you sitting in the wheelchair, and this ninja is telling your woman to shut the F up. Think about what he's doing.
I'm glad you think it's fucking funny. I'm glad you think it's funny.
And he's doing that for the camera, y'all.
So you gonna roll with us, huh?
Yeah.
Text me the info, bro. Don't fucking. Where is he there now? Wherever this dude Jesse is, that where he laying his head?
I met up with him at the hotel, I said.
You do know it's a fucking crime what you're doing, right?
I don't know where he's at.
You do know it's a fucking crime, right? What you're doing, right? And you just think it's fucking cool.
Ask him.
You gonna fuck with him? That's cool. But text me the info. Text me the info. We'll be back. You gonna get kicked out this motherfucker. I guarantee that shit.
And you threaten to have them kicked out. So you want them to be in the streets. That's where you want them to be. Ain't that something? So you threaten to have them kicked out because you didn't get what you wanted.
I'll have your pizza ready.
Please and thank you.
No problem.
All right, dude gonna fucking text me in a minute. I know he gonna fucking text me. She obviously fucking lying, thinking it's a fucking joke, man.
I mean, every 5 seconds, this man says the F-bomb, fam. Every 5 seconds.
I think she fucking high tweaking or some shit, man. But what they don't know is, I already know about Reese. I always ask questions that I always know the answer to, and he already said Reese, so I know where the fuck Reese stay at. So we gonna head over here to fucking Reese's house.
Now, this is from TMZ, right? I'm going to kind of read some of that. Let me rewind it back. Hold on.
Reese's house.
So it says Bounty. Give me a minute. Bounty Tank. Let me turn off this for a second. Give me a minute. Okay. Bounty Tank. Frank Frazier finally out of the hospital after he was shot on camera. In other words, while doing an episode, he was shot. While doing an episode, he got dealt with. And that wasn't a part of the script. You know? He didn't have that as part of the plan. So let's roll the tape, see what we got. It says Bounty Tank Frank Frazier is finally out of the hospital and feeling grateful to be alive after a shooting last fall nearly took his life. We caught up with the famed bounty hunter who confirmed he's now home after 4 months of receiving care for injuries he sustained when he was shot on camera during filming of his reality TV show in Ohio. What? Reality TV show? Reality TV show. Are y'all seeing that? So if it's such a dangerous job, you shooting a reality TV show, you turn other people's pain into your pleasure. That's crazy work. It says Frank says he's focused on rehab to get his strength back as the shooting left him with extensive damage to his body, including injury to his colon and his kidney, which he's set to have removed. So now if he have injury to his colon, now he got to wear one of these things. Let me see if I can pull that up. Let me see. He's going to have to wear one of those bags that you put on. A man can live a full life without his colon, and most people recover well after surgery. to remove it. After surgery, a person may need to use a colostomy bag and collect waste. So that's what he's going to have, guys. Was it worth it? That's what he's going to have to wear for the rest of his life. That's right. Don't get mad at me. I'm reporting the news. This is the news. Raw and uncut. Right? That's video that TMZ took of them basically carrying him. It says, yet Frank knows his outcome could have been a lot worse as the bullet landed less than a centimeter away from his heart. To bounce back, Frank has undergone 5 separate surgeries with more on the horizon, which means he got more surgeries to go. Frank is staying optimistic. However, noted, everything he's lost is nothing I can't live without. Right? So let me see. Hold on a second. Let me do this. Right? That's them pretty much packing him up right there. You know, doing what they do. Let me turn that back off. Okay, let's go. So it says, yes, yet Frank knows his outcome. Okay, I read that already. All right, I read that. Frank is, okay, let's go. All right. So what we have here is he adds, I'm a walking miracle. They said I lost more blood than I had, so I'm thankful to be here, and I'm walking. They said that I wouldn't be walking this fast. They said it would be 8 months recovery for me to even just walk. So I'm doing good. You know, again, it's good to speak positive, but the damage is done. You know, the damage is done. There's no way around this. You know, he believed that he was set up. He wasn't set up, man. He pulled up on the wrong dude, and the dude had a burner, and he let off. He in the hood somewhere. You know, bruh man probably thought it was an op, and he opened fired. All right. It says, watch the video. Frank maintains his grateful attitude discussing the specifics of the case, even though the 18-year-old suspect isn't facing charges for shooting him. Instead, the suspect has been indicted on a weapons under disability charge for Summit County Prosecutor's Office determined he fired in self-defense. So look how they did that. They looked at it as self-defense. Now, you know, under normal circumstances, they would have cooked the young man for shooting him, you know? And this dude lost a lot of weight, muscle, blood, colon, kidney. I mean, he got to go through all this rehabilitation, all this rehab therapy. Man, that's good as dead, bro. You know, it was two bullets. He got shot twice. Once in the stomach, which messed up his colon, and then whatchamacallit, I think in the chest area, like where the top, somewhere around there, the bullet went down past the vest. It went down, like he had the vest on, you know, the vest, and it hit him somewhere down and went through. It found an entry point, because the dude was on top the porch or something along them lines. You know? That's what happened. I don't think it was no setup. That's how he gonna spin it as a new episode on his show. I already could see the play. I could see the play before they play the tape. He want you to believe he was set up. No, you fucked up. You got karma because you were out there doing something you ain't had no business doing. How is it that prosecutors didn't find the young man guilty of shooting you and said it was self-defense? Because you were doing something that you weren't supposed to do. That's why the law is the law. Because if you knew there's a possibility you could get shot, you would have never approached the fugitive or whatever the case is the way you did. You know? Don't even make no sense. He got what was coming. And a lot of people can't accept that. Y'all got to look at this thing from a logical point of view. He was at somebody's property. It's dark. You didn't announce yourself. You just pulled up and scared and startled someone. What do you expect them to do? How could you serve a warrant without announcing yourself and you startle someone? That don't make no sense. He was stalking the house. You just can't pull up on somebody and just, hey, what? And I got a gun in my hand? You getting shot. Come on now. He did that to himself, man. Let me set the volume up. Give me a minute. Let me move myself out the way. Because he's going to talk about his situation. Make sure I hit that like button, fam. You got 400 in the building, only 200 likes. We need those likes to match the views.
To 4 months, so that's a good thing. Right now, I'm just in the state of rehabbing and getting my strength back. Thank God I'm still here. The bullet was a centimeter away from my heart, but I've had 5 surgeries. I have another surgery I have to have also later, a couple months down. But 5 surgeries. The bullet damaged parts of my urethra. My colon's gone.
His colon is gone, guys. Think about that. So he's going to be wearing one of those bags for waste for the rest of his life.
What else? And I'm going to be losing the kidney. So the bullet did a little bit of damage, but it's nothing that I can't live without. That's what
I don't want to hear none of that sentimental stuff, Sabrina. You're coming over here with all of that sentimental stuff, right? You're bringing emotion into something that makes no sense. Did you watch this live stream from the beginning? Do you not understand the magnitude of the problem here? When you go to your job, if you have a job, do you go there with camera crews to start a reality show when you have a job to do? No. You're telling me about what help he gives people. I don't care about that. I don't care about none of that stuff. What I'm looking at is what we see here. You're doing what a lot of emotional people do. You ignore the facts as if though we're supposed to be all being a part of somebody's pity party. I don't do that. I'm not emotional. Everything is based on logic with me. You see? You can't go off of one video. Go look at all of them where he is helping the people that he's bailing out. We're not here to talk about who he's helping. We're looking at the things that he's doing, which is out of pocket, the stuff that you're ignoring. See, you're the kind of person who most likely follow a pastor. Who's your favorite pastor, Sabrina? Who's your favorite pastor? Sabrina, let us know who your favorite pastor is. Write his name down in the comments. We want to see who is your pastor. Who is your favorite TV pastor? Who's your favorite TV pastor, Sabrina? Do you care to let us know? I guarantee you, you have a favorite pastor. Who's your favorite pastor? What church you go to? Come on, Sabrina, where you at? Who's your favorite pastor? That's a false prophet. All right? And see, the reason why it's very easy for you to follow these false prophets is because, again, You look at the things that you see that appears good, but you ignore the evil they do. You can't do that. You can't look at the good someone do and make you believe they're good. No, you got to look at what Bounty Tank do that is out of pocket. And you got to judge that accordingly. Do you think that it's okay to exploit other people's pain like he do every day? Is that the normal way? If your job is a bounty hunter or whatever the case is, then do that. But don't turn it into a reality TV show, because now he's a part of the show. So now I'm doing content. So why is it that some people will get mad at me for doing content about a reality show where a dude got shot on one of his episodes? This is content. Isn't that what you're here for? Why is it that people want to have morals and sympathy when I talk about it, but when they're filming, y'all don't care? But when people get shot, all of a sudden now everybody want to cry. You know? I bet you give all your money to the pastor, right? Do you tithe? Sabrina, do you tithe? Do you tithe to your pastor? Do you tithe? Because you know, if you're a Christian, you know, you got to tithe now. You tithe, yes or no? We want to know. I want to know if you're a good Christian. Do you tithe? Shouldn't take you that long to answer. See, guys? She said yes. See, that's how we know you don't know God. Because the Bible don't teach you to tithe money to pastors. You getting robbed. The Bible says in the book of Malachi, it talks about how the tithe goes to the Levites, the Levite priests, not to a pastor. The Bible never told you to give a pastor 10% of your money. The tithe, according to the Bible, is food, livestock, vegetables, grains, herbs, and spices. It went to the Levite priests because they had no inheritance. The Bible never told you to give 10% of your money to a pastor. You're being robbed. See, it was a trick question. I asked you that because I wanted to show that you're following a false prophet. You literally exposed yourself with your own words. You giving a man 10% of your money, believing that God is going to open the windows of heaven and pour you out a blessing. That's not happening. That's not happening. Let me preach to you a little bit, because you probably think I'm a devil. Let me preach to you a little bit, Sabrina. We're going to turn this into Bible study right now. Watch this, guys. I got to do it. I got to preach. Watch this, guys. I got to talk about this, man. Let's do this. Let's go to the book of Malachi and let's break this thing down for Sabrina, because we want her to get saved. We want her to get saved today. And in order to do that, we got to preach the gospel to her so that she can wake up. Right? Right? So now, check this out. Up to verse 12. We're going to break this thing down for Sabrina, because, of course, her pork chop eating pastor will never teach her the truth. So it's going to take Ringo TV to preach the gospel to her so that she can wake up. Are you okay with that, Sabrina? Or will you have a hard heart and unwilling to hear the truth? Because I'm going to preach to you right now. I'm going to show you how wrong you are. And by your own admission, you said, yes, you pay tithes to a pastor. So I'm going to show you that you're not supposed to be doing that. Let's go to the Bible. We have in church right now, people. Church is in session. See, Sabrina don't even know who I am. She don't know that I'm a man of the Most High. So now we're going to preach. According to the book of Malachi, chapter 3, verse 8 to 12, it says, will a man rob God? Yet ye have robbed me. This is what these pastors love to tell you to put you in fear. These pastors love to tell you, will a man rob God? Yet ye have robbed me. But ye say, wherein have we robbed thee? In tithes and offerings. This is what these pastors love to use to fairmonger the people into giving up their money. And what's the first thing these pulpit pork chop eating pastors love to say? Ye are cursed with a curse. For ye have robbed me, even this whole nation. And this is what the pastor loved to say, right? But now watch this. Bring ye all the tithes, which is 10%, into the storehouse. One. It didn't say church. It didn't say your local church. It didn't say your local pastor. The tithe go to the Levite priests. If you study the Bible, it never said give 10% of money to a pastor. It said bring ye all the tithes into the storehouse, that there may be meat in mine house. Meat in mine house. Let me get the scripture for you. Hold on now. Hold on, Sabrina. I'm preaching now. I'm preaching. Right? Watch this. Watch this. I got to make sure I do this right. I got to make sure I do this right for Sabrina. You know, I got to do this the right way. Let me get this thing, because we're going to continue reading. Give me a minute. Because we preaching the gospel for Sabrina. Because you know how it is. When people come to my platform, they come in and they be like, yeah, whatever you say, I go to church. I know my pastor. But I'm trying to make Sabrina understand that she's following a false teacher. And once she wake up to the truth, then now she's at liberty to leave that nonsense and get right with God before it's too late. Right? So now, watch this, guys. Let me bring it out. Let me bring it out. Let me bring this out for Sabrina. I got to bring out the scriptures. We're going to bring this out from the New Living Translation and from the Message Bible. That's right. Because we preaching. That's right. That's right. Hold on now. Hold on. Let me put this on the screen. Because we in church. We are in church right now. And make sure y'all hit that like button while we getting this gospel truth. Because some of y'all out there still paying tithes to these damn preachers. And I'm trying to wake y'all up. Right? So let me put this here. Right? Boom. Put that right there. And gonna put this over here. Right? So now, let me take these off. Okay. Bring ye all the tithes into the storehouse, that there may be meat, food in mine house. And prove me now herewith, saith the Lord of hosts, if I will not open the windows of heaven. This is what your pastor loved to promise you. And because you're poor, because normally this only works for poor people. Rich people do not follow none of this madness. Only poor people believe this, because they want God to open the windows of heaven. The question you need to ask yourself is, why is the windows closed? They convince you that you robbed God. And they're telling you, if you give me money, God is going to open windows and pour you out a blessing that there shall not be room enough to receive. Now watch this part, because the preacher told you this, and I will rebuke the devourer for your sakes. Sabrina, I'm sure the pastor told you the devourer is the devil, right? That's a lie. You've been lied to. The devourer is not the devil. The devourer is talking about the locust, the cankerworm. You understand? The grasshopper. Those things that destroy crops from growing. He's going to rebuke them, the devourer, for your sakes. And he shall not destroy the fruits of your ground. Fruits of your ground, Sabrina. Fruits of your ground. Fruits of your ground. Neither shall your vine, Sabrina, vine, cast her what? Fruit before the time in the field. Do you see that, Sabrina? Saith the Lord of hosts. Now watch this. Watch this. Watch this now. From the Message Bible. Watch this. Begin by being honest. Do honest people rob God? But you rob me day after day. You ask, how have we robbed thee? Rob you. In tithes and the offering. And how? That's how. And now you're under a curse. The whole lot of you. Who was God talking to? He was talking to the people in that day, not you today. The ones who paid tithes. It came from herdsmen, landowners, farmers. They're the only ones who paid a tenth of their herd, of their fruits, vegetation, herbs, and spices. Only landowners, herdsmen, farmers. They're the only ones that paid tithes. Regular, ordinary people never did this. And the tithe, the tenth, went to the Levite priests because they had no inheritance. Do you understand, Sabrina? Right? Now watch this. Here we go. And now you're under a curse, the whole lot of you, because you're robbing me. Bring your full tithe to the temple treasury. Now watch this. So there will be ample provisions in my temple. Provisions. Is your church taking all of the money that's coming in and distributing it to the poor? No, they're not. The money is there to enrich the pastor. That's why when you look at all these pastors, they're living large in $1 million homes and Lear jets and Rolls Royces. Right? Now watch this. Test me in this and see if I don't open up heaven itself to you and pour out of blessings beyond your wildest dreams. For my part, I will defend you against marauders, protect your wheat fields and vegetable gardens against plunderers. Do you see that? Are you seeing that? Now watch this. Watch this. From the Living Translation. We're going to get right to verse 10. Bring all the tithes into the storehouse so there will be enough food in my temple. Food, not money. Food, not money. Food, not money. Food, not money. Your pastor lied to you, Sabrina. You need to leave that church. Your pastor lied to you. Go tell your pastor, stop lying. Look what he says. Bring ye all the tithes into the storehouse so there will be enough food in my temple. If you do, says the Lord of heaven's armies, I will open up the windows of heaven, right, for you. I will pour out a blessing so great you won't have enough room to take it in. Try it. Put me to the test. Your crops will be abundant. He said crops will be abundant, not money, crops. For I will guard them from insects and diseases. Your grapes will not fall from the vine before they are ripe, says the Lord of heaven's armies. Do you see what the Bible says, Sabrina? Sabrina, where are you? Where are you? Sabrina left, right, guys? Sabrina left, right? I'm sure she left already, right? Again, guys, when you bring out this truth, the people flee. You see? I bet you're going to still tithe that money to that pastor. Even though I just showed you the truth, you're going to still give money to that pastor. knowing he robbing you. That's crazy work, but hey, it is what it is. Do as you will. Let's get back to the tape, guys. Let's break this thing down. Let's break this thing down.
To 4 months, so that's a good thing. Right now, I'm just in the state of rehabbing and getting my strength back. Thank God I'm still here. The bullet was a centimeter away from my heart, but I've had 5 surgeries. I have another surgery I have to have also later, a couple months down. But 5 surgeries. The bullet damaged parts of my urethra. My colon's gone.
His colon is gone. That means that man cannot use the bathroom. He got to use a bag, guys. Now, do you really think he's going to be doing that while on the show again? No.
What else?
And there's a lot of men that been shot and had to use a damn bag. You got women that have issues and operations and it messes up their system and they got to use those bags on them.
And I'm going to be losing a kidney. So the bullet did a little bit of damage. But it's nothing that I can't live without.
And he's losing a kidney. And other bodily functions. This is a nightmare. This ain't a blessing. This is not a blessing.
That's why we got 2 kidneys. And I'm just right now. I'm just started back training, and I'm feeling good, getting back stronger. I'm a walking miracle.
He believes he's a walking miracle, but it's not a walking miracle. Listen, just because you're alive, that doesn't make it a miracle. You're alive so God can make you see it. He's there to make you feel it, so you can live it and see what was the error of your way. And hopefully you could be a testimony to others not to do what you were doing. That's why you're alive. He's now calling you in the ministry to tell people about your story and how you're not supposed to do your job as content, but to do it respectfully and with dignity, and not to exploit people's pain for your personal gain. That's what he's calling you to do now.
They said I lost more blood than I had. So I'm thankful to be here. But I'm walking. And they said that I wouldn't be walking this fast. They said it would be an 8-month recovery for me just to even walk. So I'm doing good.
Are you upset that this person's not being charged for shooting you at all?
The law is the law.
The law is the law, he says. He said, are you upset this person is not being charged? He said, the law is the law. So what does that say? That says that Bounty Tank broke the law. Because if the law is the law, how is it that the young man didn't get charged for shooting you? Because he stood his ground. So he broke the law. Listen, Tank broke the law. He was feeling himself, stepped out of his boundaries, and did something he was not supposed to do. And that got him shot. It's not because somebody set him up. If he would have been following the book, he would have not got shot. If he would have did what was needed, he would have not got shot. Because here's the thing, and I'm going to say this. Watch this, guys. If you watch any of his episodes, by law, before he goes serve whatever warrant or whatever, he got to call law enforcement. He have to call it in and say, hey, guys, I'm about to go deal with a particular situation. I'm on such and such block 2007, and I'm serving a warrant for X, Y, and Z. Boom, boom, boom. Law enforcement would say, do you need any backup? You need any backup? Sure. Come on out. That's what you do. Proper protocol. And I'm not even law enforcement, and I know that. Meaning you could go do your job, but police is on standby to give a police presence so that if the dude is there and they see the cops, they like, oh, this is real. But if you come sneaking by the house and you startle somebody and they shoot you, bro, that you had that coming. You had that coming. There's no way around that, fam. You know, shout out to Exandra for the support. Appreciate you sponsoring the show. Said, Ringo, you took me to church today. Thank you. Appreciate the support. Appreciate the support. Yeah, I hope that Sabrina don't send no more money to these pastors because it's really, really tough. You know what I mean? Really, really tough. And I had to listen, when my mom was alive, she used to be tithing money to these preachers, and I used to have these conversations with her all the time, trying to get her to stop. Because, like, she just kept believing that God is going to send her a blessing. And I'm like, listen, God ain't sending you nothing because he didn't tell you to do that. These pastors do that in order to make money off you. That's what it is. I mean, if you want to support somebody because you want to, that's one thing. But if the pastor is telling you you're cursed by God and the only way you could be blessed is you got to give him money, you got robbed. How come anytime the pastor needs something, he come to the church? How come the pastor don't go to God? Come on, man. All these pastors today are false prophets. The best thing you can do is have a relationship with the Most High, read your Bible, and don't go to nobody's church, because all of these churches are businesses. That's all they are. Businesses to take your money. That's it. But my pastor's a good pastor, Ringo. My pastor love me. No, he don't. He love money. That's all he love. I'm just telling you straight. He love money.
You know, I'm just thankful to be alive. I'm not upset about anything right now. I'm thankful. As far as that, I don't want to get into the legal part of it.
Listen.
But I will be talking about it. I do have some personal feelings. And, you know, who's to say this? It wasn't a setup. You know, people don't know how I went about catching this guy.
I don't believe it was no setup, dog. You got. You were out of protocol and you got shot. You got to hold the L. You really, listen, dog. You got to hold the L. You got to recognize that you messed up. You're not as invincible as you thought you were. That's all it is. You know, just accept what happened, man. That was your share. You were due for judgment. You went out there. You had ample opportunity to have law enforcement on standby, to be there while you serve the warrant or whatever the case is. They could have came through. They could have lit the place up. It could have been a clean in and out situation. You know what I mean? But you went in there because you filming content. And because of that, you got. You got to just own it. There's no other way to put it.
How I was even there, you know, it was through another person. So it could be a setup also. So I'm going to get into that later down in the road.
See, that's pride, dog. That's pride.
I've been doing a lot of thinking, and I don't know what God has planned for me, but
God has planned that you stop doing what you're doing. If his plan was for you to continue to do what you're doing, you would have never got shot. God is not going to make you get shot only to make you go back to doing what you're doing. You getting shot is to humble you so that you could do something different. You know, so that you could bring awareness to other things, perhaps have a different type of show, perhaps leave the bonds, the bounty hunter business, and probably get into acting. You know, maybe that might be a thing. Maybe you might become an actor one day. Who knows? We might be doing this content. You might end up becoming an actor in a movie one day because of this story. You know? Maybe that might be your next thing. You might end up becoming a movie. There might be a movie, Bounty Tank, the movie. I'm just putting it out there. I mean, it's not over, meaning you still alive, yeah, but you got judged. And you got to hold the L and recognize, okay, I got shot. I'm not invincible, because it's not going to be the same. See, if you go back to doing the same thing, now you got to be in the back of your mind, you're going to always be concerned about getting shot. In the back of your mind, you're going to always continually worry about getting shot. And I apologize to those on the Ringo TV Raw channel. I'm steady looking at this camera because this is the main platform. But understand that if you want to see the footage of what we're showing it's on the Ringo TV reactions channel because we're streaming on 2 channels at the same time. But what I would suggest that he do, like I said, just own it. Own where you are right now. Recognize that, you got humbled, right? It's not nobody laughing at you because I don't laugh at anybody's downfall. But my point is I don't feel sorry for you because at the same time, this is what you signed up for, right? It's a dangerous job, but you turned it into content. So once you turn it into content, you got to now accept the responsibility of the fact that, you're going to get shot. That's why you wear a bulletproof vest. To wear a bulletproof vest is to anticipate being shot. That's the whole purpose of having on a vest. If I'm wearing a vest, it's because my concern is I may end up getting shot. Right? So you got to just deal with that. So what I would suggest is you go through therapy, recoup, have a full recovery, and perhaps look into possibly getting into film, getting into reality TV. For real, rather than doing it in a dangerous setting of really getting shot. That's my suggestion. But you going back to doing the same thing, I don't see that happening. I don't see it. You may do it again, but hey, that's at your own risk. Once you realize you could have been dead, that's a time for you to say, you know what? That's God trying to tell me something. Remember Oprah Winfrey, Whoopi Goldberg, God is trying to tell you something. Y'all remember that song back in the day?
God is trying to tell you something right now. I want to sing his name. Y'all remember that?
This is real. This is real serious. God is trying to tell you something. He wants you to understand that enough is enough. You have to stop. Why would God? First of all, God didn't shoot you. Somebody else shoot you. But what I'm trying to say, because remember, you're being religious. You're saying it's a blessing and you're a walking miracle. So you're putting God into this. Why would God allow you to get shot only for you to go back to doing the same thing? That's a sign that you need to get out of it. It's time to retire from that. You did it enough. It's time to move on to another chapter. So get into film because obviously you got the cameraman, right? Production. Y'all shoot y'all videos in 4K. See, when you come to Ringo TV Reactions, although we don't really feel sorry for you, we still offer expert opinions and expert advice. Y'all shoot your content in 4K. So you look at doing a show, a real reality show. Being that you already have a platform, almost 1 million subs. You could get other actors, get them into it. And before you know it, y'all can really get it popping. Other than that, I don't see you going back to that bonds, bailmen stuff. I don't see that, man, because it's not going to be the same no more. It's not going to be the same no more. Get into Hollywood acting, do that. Maybe it might jumpstart another career. There's always a way to get around certain things, but you got to recover fully. But you have to think about it. Would these injuries you have prevent you from being as active in any other new profession? See? So you got to look at this as a humbling moment. This is not a time to be boastful and arrogant and figuring, well, I'm cocky and no. You were humbled. You know what I mean? You were exploiting people's lives. You were exploiting other people's downfalls for profit because you were earning a YouTube check from that. You and your partner. So now it messes up the show. It messes up the money. It's like a lot of stuff is stopping because of that situation. So I don't want to hear that you were being set up. I'm not buying that. And I know that's what you're going to try to spin in order to have a new series of videos on how I was set up. And you're going to find no, we're not buying that. You weren't set up. You got shot. Just that simple. Right? Will he be able to work out? Not the same. Nope. All of that stops. All of that stops. You have to understand, the injuries that he sustained is going to mess him up. He have a long road ahead. A long road, you know, and it's unfortunate. But again, this is what he signed up for. I cannot feel sorry for somebody that signed up for something and then got. I can't. You know, it's crazy, man. He's going to have to wear one of those bags for the rest of his life. He got to do it. That's what he did to himself, man. I don't care what nobody say. I'm not going to be out there provoking demons thinking I'm untouchable when other people got guns too. Remember, you might have guns and cameramen, but though the bad guys got guns too. And they can shoot back. Once you understand that, you'll have more of a respect for the gun and realize the people you hunting down, they can hunt you too. And I'm pretty sure now he got to respect the people he's trying to get. So if he was to go back to doing the job, I guarantee you he's going to do it different. I guarantee you he's going to do it different now. It's going to be done differently. I hope he don't go back to that, because if you almost lost your life, that's a sign not to do it no more. I don't care what nobody say. That's like if I had a bad motorcycle crash. I ain't riding no motorcycle no more. I'm sorry, I can't do it no more. You know? And I'm talking about the people who ride reckless. I'm not talking about people who are good motorcycle riders. I'm talking about people who recklessly ride motorcycles and got into a disgusting accident. You know, it's going to mess up your life, man. And most people that crash on motorcycles end up paralyzed and lose legs and arms, all sorts of crazy stuff. You know? So it's a messed up situation. But anyway, guys, we're going to get up on out of here. We're going to have more content coming up later. It is what it is. Let me see. Make sure I shout out everybody on the Cash App who support the show. Let's see what we got. Let me see. Shout out to Ramona on the Cash App. Appreciate you sponsoring the show. Appreciate that. Ramona sponsoring the show. Okay. Actually know somebody by that name. Let me see. You have Sheila. Shout out to Sheila. And shout out to Forever Studios for the support. Also, Justin. Shout out to Justin. I think that was for yesterday. No, that was for Saturday. I probably shouted you out already, though. But that's weird. I don't see Ramona's. Oh, now it just came in. It just came through. It was in the notification, but I didn't see it in the actual app. But yeah, guys. So we're going to get up on out of here. We're going to have more content later on. I just wanted to do a video about this because when I saw the story, I'm like, hey, isn't that same dude? And when it said he's now home, I didn't even know that he actually got shot. I now found that out. But now I realize why. I know why he got shot. Because of that damn show. Reality came in. This is when reality shows become reality. When reality shows become reality. You got to take this stuff serious, man. A reality show is supposed to be entertainment. I get it. But his job is dangerous. It's a real job. You know what I mean? I don't know how lucrative it is in terms of money you can earn, but you know, I don't know. I don't know. He probably earned way more doing content than doing that. So I would just focus on doing the content. Let me see. Yeah, so I'm gonna get up on out of here, guys. And I know a lot of people, they mad with me and stuff. You wasting your time being mad at me, fam. I don't care. I speak logic. That's what I do. I ask questions, I break things down, and I make sense of it. You play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. If my job, that's like, I'm working in the boiler plant like how I was when I was in New York, right? Before the company let me go due to the pandemic situation. I'm on the job, working in a boiler plant, dangerous job, and I'm having a reality show at the same time. And then because I'm not paying attention to my job, something goes wrong. And I record my own death. Sad, right? People have done that already. So now the question is, who's next? Who's the next bounty hunter to get shot? Who's the next repo man to get shot or attacked on the job? Y'all better chill out with these videos, man. Or you better carry a gun, something. Well, even if you carry a gun, you can still get shot. That's my whole point. Just because you carrying a weapon doesn't mean you know how to use it. Remember, if you're walking around with guns, you're attracting that energy. And if people know who you are from social media, there's some ops in the streets that's waiting to take you out. And bruh man supposed to know that. Just because you popular on social media and people rock with you, that doesn't mean people in the hood really rock with you, especially when you coming to pick them up. Yeah, situational awareness is very important too. But again, I think he got caught up in the character bounty tank. And he forgot about safety first. You know? Yeah, he was always too cocky in the videos, man. And he acts as if though he's untouchable. I see that all the time in these videos, man. And of course you got fans. They're going to welcome you back. I get it. But I promise you, half of those people that are saying all of that stuff, they don't even care. They don't even care. I'm just being honest with you. Because for them, it's all entertainment. It's all entertainment. You know? So, hey, we're going to get up on out of here, man. Y'all stay safe. It is what it is. Ringo TV Reactions. Ringo TV Raw salute you. Make sure you rate, comment, and subscribe. I'm going to close down the Ringo TV Raw channel stream. So shout out to Lady P. I see you in the building over there. You got Brainwaves over there. Ruby, shout out to you. Frederick, see you over there too. So I'm going to close it out on the Ringo TV Raw. So peace to y'all over there. I'm going to close that out.